and
like
pointless.
That, Vanessa chick.
Yeah.
I thought Vanessa chick was the other lady that we see that gets holed up basically.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was her. I guess I just didn't pay attention all that well. No sudden move.
All right. 3, 2. Hello everyone. We're the continuity crew. I'm Will.
Somehow the world will change for me.
That's Win. And we're back with another episode of, I guess, Streaming Junkies. And today we've got No Sudden Move.
Yeah.
HBO MAX title, loaded cast. Let me see if I can pull up this poster.
We have Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
John Hamm.
Yes.
That guy that's going to be in Black Widow.
Dave Harbour.
Yes. We have Guillermo del Toro.
Benicio Del Toro.
Benicio. I get those confused all the time. They kind of look alike.
Yeah.
Some ladies. And then
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, he was in this, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's put on some weight.
He looks pretty good, though, for an old man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no. You're thinking the wrong guy. That's not Brendan Fraser. That's Ray Liotta.
That's Ray Liotta's Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser's the fat detective-looking guy.
Oh, yeah. What happened to him?
I don't know, man.
He's slowly looking like Mr. Penguin. No
I
offense.
guess because he's like Robot Man and Doom Patrol. I guess since he doesn't have to show his face, he's just like, I'll just let myself go.
Yeah, what happened, man? You were pretty good looking, dude.
It's okay. He's just living life.
Is he okay? Is he on drugs?
He might have been. I would say he probably was. But yeah, stacked cast. It's a crime noir in the 50s type film. It's a stacked cast. It's pretty good. They do a pretty good job. I'll say some of the characters were not used to the best. They shouldn't even been in there, or they just shouldn't have been.
Yeah. For example, like John Hamm.
Yeah, like
Matt Damon's in this too.
Which was, I knew he was in it, but like I was so out of left field. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know who he worked for. I think it was Studebaker or something like that.
Yeah. Or
Ford, which would have been funny because he was in Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah.
He was the car guy. Yeah. Apparently, the whole thing about this movie is that they're trying to find a document, and this document is lost, and now these two criminals have to find it for some reason. I don't know. I don't remember what their motivation was.
They figure out that they're being set up for this document, and they're gonna take it to their advantage. That they're gonna take it and sell it to the highest bidder, essentially. But then essentially they kind of turn on each other and things go awry. Without trying to spoil anything too much. But it's a good movie.
It's about a catalytic converter, by the way. No,
that's
spoiler. Spoiler.
I was trying to avoid spoilers, but
hey, it was a true story back in the 50s, so
yeah, it's pretty cool.
I didn't even know that this was a true story.
I didn't either. But it follows Don Cheadle. He's Kurt Goins out of jail as soon as the movie starts, and he's just kind of looking for his next gig, I guess. And then he gets thrown into this. Brendan Fraser finds him, and Benicio Del Toro's in on the gang kind of thing. And essentially, Don Cheadle goes and tries to sell it to one gang, and Benicio tries to sell it to another, and then they kind of sell it to a third bidder, and it's a whole thing.
This is basically Nice Guys, but not Nice Guys.
Yeah, it's Nice Guys without the comedy. Yeah, it is actually the plot's pretty similar too.
Yeah.
But what do you think about this one?
I thought it was great. Yeah, I thought it was better than Fast 9.
Easily better than Fast 9.
And we can say that because this movie's a car movie. There's a lot of beautiful cars in this movie.
That works. Yeah,
you got the Chevy Bel Air. You got that's all I can remember. They probably had the Studebaker in there, something like that. And they were talking about other things. I barely remember this movie because, one, I saw it once and then had to go watch The Purge.
Yeah, that's fair. And we're going to talk about The Purge later this week. So make sure you subscribe for that.
Yeah.
But No Sudden Move. Pros for it. I'm going to say script's pretty good. I like the script. But apparently I saw some stuff that's saying Ed Solomon wrote part of it and he didn't finish it or something. And then Steven Soderbergh came in and like finished it or something, or just didn't change anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But
that would make sense because there is like a part of the first act kind of changed, or the second act changed. Like at least the very first part of the second act kind of changed a little bit. It just didn't feel right.
Yeah, I will say some of it. Yeah, not the tone, but the pacing, I guess, is kind of weird.
No, it just completely switched up the story. It went from like this, like we're gonna hold you up, and then plot twist.
Oh yeah,
dude gets killed, and then
Macaulay Culkin's brother.
Oh, that's why. I didn't know that.
He's also in Scott Pilgrim.
Dude, I was looking at him. I was like, that's not Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah,
he's not back in movies.
That looks like him.
That looks like him.
But I don't know what to say about this.
Pros about this movie. One pro that I really liked about this movie is that
it was about cars.
No, it's actually somewhat similar to what I would be gawking over. The lenses they use in this movie. I have no fucking idea what they used.
A fisheye lens. I saw someone bitching about it on the reviews.
It was a fisheye lens, but it was a modified fisheye lens. It's like at the very end of the lens, they added like a filter for it so that it looks like it's stretched and warped, but it doesn't look like that either. Cause like you still have like different, focal lenses, focal length. So you had like 50 millimeters, 70 millimeters, and then it still looked fisheye. At first, I was kind of like, I don't like it. It looked pretty bad, but after the movie kind of grows on you, it looked pretty interesting.
This is definitely something that grows on you, but I just feel like it's simple. It's kind of I feel like it's a classic noir type crime movie, and it's good. It's good. No like moral meaning behind it. It was nice to watch.
It was straight up. It was just straight up about gang wars and land wars and
just like
it's not that exciting, but like
and I don't. That's why I think it feels like an older movie, but I feel like that's why some audiences won't like it because it feels very dated, I guess, but not. It can be in a bad way for some, and some for a good in another way. So
Steven Soderbergh did a better M. Night Shyamalan twist than M. Night Shyamalan has ever done.
God.
I mean, besides Sixth Sense, but that's about it. So
even that, man. I mean,
I love Sixth Sense. Every time I watch it, it's something new. I was like, that's neat.
But M. Night Shyamalan, man, what is that man doing?
I don't know. But yeah, No Sudden Move, probably a more interesting watch than anything that we've seen so far. It's not like action packed.
Probably in the past couple months, I'd say this is like quality wise. I'm not like it's not a great movie, but I think we didn't have any expectations is one thing.
No, I don't think so. And I barely saw any trailers for it. I saw
that's probably another reason. Yeah.
Like you would have never guessed this movie at all. Like what would happen? What's in the envelope thing that they're talking about all the time, and you'd never know what Dave Harbour was doing in this movie. I thought it was just Dave Harbour. But
it was so like out of left field, but that made it a good twist. So I definitely commend it for that. But if you don't like slow movies, don't watch this. If you don't like crime, drama, don't watch it. You're not gonna enjoy it.
It's weird because I never felt slow watching this movie, and I'm usually very like, you know what, this is hella slow. I don't like this.
I agree. Like I sat through and watched the entire thing, and I was like, this is. I'm intrigued. I want to see where this is going. But I mean, yeah,
incredible movie. Steven Soderbergh did a good job.
Yes.
I might watch it a second time just to see if I'm missing something because I feel like
it a second watch.
Yeah, I kind of watched consecutively the America, the motion picture, and then this movie.
Yeah, me too.
And then I had to go watch.
And then watch Purge. Yeah.
Yeah. So this movie, out of everything that's come out recently, I think this is the better option to watch, and it's on HBO Max.
Yeah, but again, it's not for everybody. If you want a dumb, fun-filled movie. We still haven't watched it. Tomorrow Wars, probably your choice this weekend, I would say.
Probably because Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
He's a true American.
But don't go watch Forever Purge, like at all.
No.
Just don't waste your money.
If you want to watch something worse that's politically driven, That's definitely the worst one out of every single movie that we've seen this year.
Yeah, it's up there, man.
And that's including like the Black Lives Matter stuff. That stuff is like kind of, that's like in its own lane, but like this stuff is like direct.
Yeah. What's some other bad stuff? Just since we're on the topic of that.
F9.
F9, yeah. But what's another movie we've trashed this year? Because I think F9's like really on our minds. But
yeah. Man. I'm gonna check the calendar here. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So let's see. Voyager.
No, yeah, that was pretty bad. But again, like after we've watched some more worse things, Voyager wasn't that bad.
Spiral. Monster. Dude, there was just a whole week over here that was just kind of ass.
That was, yeah.
I think the worst one we've ever like reviewed was probably Voyager. No,
Voyager's was bad, dude.
Voyager's was bad.
Like I laughed in the theater, like how what they were going for.
Oh, this is
and I understand I'm not the audience. I'm like 5 years out of the audience of being that audience of like a preteen, and I mean even more than that.
Oh man, my nose hurts. Yeah, man, I think that's the worst one.
Voyager, yeah.
Cherry.
Cherry wasn't that bad.
Chaos Walking was one of them.
Cherry's the one we could have talked about. That Potential. That's a good one.
I don't know if that had potential.
I think it.
I saw no potential in that movie.
They were kind of going for like the Forrest Gump story, but also like not the Twisted where he becomes a drug dealer.
I think it was just supposed to be about a story about addiction and drugs.
Yeah, I liked it.
Overall, that's good fine. Drug. But like, yeah, they did. But I still can.
Fair. Yeah, the girl.
Yeah.
But back to No Sudden Move. It's a good watch. I think I could see this movie picking up traction like in a couple years.
Maybe.
like it's gonna get overlooked this weekend, and I could see it being like, oh yeah, Don Cheadle had a good performance in this. You should watch it.
What I want to know is this gonna be an Oscar-nominated movie?
That's a good question.
I think it's up there. I think it's got that.
I could see screenplay or something like that.
Yeah, because like you got some really heavy hitters in there. You
yeah,
got John Hamm.
That's what this is. Oscar bait. Yeah, absolutely.
But well done, Oscar bait.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't think I'd like Benicio Del Toro in this, just from like the concept of what the movie seemed like. Again, hadn't seen any trailers, but I didn't think I'd like him, but I did. He's kind of a scummy guy, but he's
still confusing, man.
He is a little confusing, like he's and like all that stuff. But just go watch it. But we'll
top recommended this week.
Yes, absolutely.
Honestly. And then America, the motion picture.
Yeah, and then probably Tomorrow War, and then the Forever Purge.
I don't know if I can even recommend Tomorrow War.
Yeah, we don't know yet. We still need to watch it.
I watched first 16 minutes of it. It looks
basic.
Yeah. I already hate it because like I hate movies that have like this weird time travel rules.
Yeah.
And they literally just break every single one of them. And I guess that's just me being a smart ass.
Yeah, that's okay.
And it's probably because we watch like movies like Tenet and
yeah, that's fair.
Avengers stuff.
They just have no like laws, it seems like, in this. But we'll talk about that. So make sure you subscribe. I believe that's coming out Wednesday. So out of 10 win, No Sudden Move.
Oh man, I'll give this a 6 or a 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 6.5.
I'm still like 50-50 with a fisheye lens look.
That's fair.
It's still confusing. I still don't know how they did it, so I'm very curious how the
I
new
don't
lens works.
know what you're talking about at all. All transparency. So I'll have to like look at it, and maybe I can tell. I don't even know what a fisheye.
Watch the sides.
Okay.
The cars will stretch.
Oh,
and then they will like.
Maybe I did notice that. I don't know.
It's in the very beginning when he was walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like.
I'm thinking I'm remembering that. But enjoyment rating, I would say like a 6 as well. It's pretty just like a good solid 6.5 type movie. So
yeah, I'll say about 6.5, 7. I just liked it too because like I just enjoyed watching their lighting setup.
It's a well-made movie, and I bet the budget wasn't high at all.
Yeah, what is the budget for this movie? There's no way it was less than 50.
I doubt it's up, but
because like the one, if they did green screen, they did a really good job with the green screen. Because the background, almost every single car that you see in the background is like.
I bet it was mostly like sets too. That's one thing. Just speaking about other movies, Forever Purge. Just this, I could just tell that it was on a set most of the time, and for some reason, like I could never tell that with movies, but that one I could tell.
There was one shot, and I will talk about that in the movie, in the review.
Yeah, so we'll wrap this up. Thank y'all for watching, though. Like if you enjoyed. Comment down below.
Do you like Altoids?
Do you like Altoids? Do you want more movies with star-studded cast like this?
Here's a secret. This isn't Altoids.
It is. And subscribe if you want to see more like this. We've got Forever Purge. We've got more videos coming out this week, so check it out. And Black Widow later this week.
Oh yeah, press a thumb up.
Yeah,
and maybe a tour video of the studio because I have a new camera and I want to test it. So
hell yeah. So thank y'all for watching. We love movies. We love y'all. And we'll see y'all on the next one. Hey.
Just click that next video, whatever it is.
On to the next.
Yeah, like this one right here.